Uganda first.
Hello, welcome to Youth of Purpose, a show we believe is going to help you transform your lives as far as understanding patriotism and its values and ideology is concerned. Now, we have a lot of, perceptions about a number of things, and probably it's because of lack of information and the way we look at things. Now, today we're going to be looking at unlearning and relearning the patriotism ideology, and we'll be talking to a number of students right here at Kazi who are going through a patriotism training, and they'll be telling us what they've been able to learn through patriotism trainings and how they who are here specifically to go and to undergo a patriotism training, and they'll be telling us how they've been able to unlearn and relearn the patriotism ideology. Let's have a look.
This program is a program you should not take as that we are punishing you or that you are doing us a favor, but rather take it as you are right. As you are right, because you are young and society ordinarily in history always works to ensure it prepares its young generation to be ready to take on the mantle of being in the church when the time comes. In Uganda, and I think some other African countries, they have emulated us. We have a very, very revolutionary youth policy. The young people in this country since '86 have enjoyed policies, of course, which are not sung about, but which have made a revolution in the sense that now even the whole world looks at the youngness, the young population with a lot of anxiety. They are sort of waking up. See, Africans are now so young and so many and so bright. All along the young people have been around, but in some days past, in the past years, our young people would be in the bushes, running around chasing birds, looking after small animals, and it would appear that they were not there, but they were there. You as a human being, you cannot just be moving without asking yourself, what am I doing? Is it the right thing? Does it benefit me? That sense of pausing and asking is what we call discipline. What is our missing link today is that we don't pay attention to discipline in our society. People want easy way of doing things. They don't want to pain themselves. They don't want to inconvenience themselves. But at the end of the day, it does not pay. It does not pay. The real virgin place in the world now is, this is the future here. You watch the space. And at your age, you are going really to be the champions of the new Africa. So don't despair. Take heart. Listen to some of these new messages of opening up our mind, and then we move to build the Africa that is required. So I am very, very happy that through the system I have been part of, we are now seeing a potential leap forward. Having said that, I want to tell you that as you plan to be part of the revival crusade, to start thinking how best do we do things better. See yourselves not in the narrow sense. Don't look at yourself, I am a Muslim of this place, I am a Christian of this place, I am a girl, I am a boy. Begin to look at yourselves as the African personality. So, my dear young patriots, there is a big need to re-identify ourselves. And if that one is not done, we shall remain lost. And that's what the outside forces want, if we can remain lost. So even you here, it's very rare to find even Ugandans, even when they are on radio, they are parroting, oh, Uganda, this, we've never seen the country. We don't talk about ourselves in the broad sense as Africa. Once we start addressing ourselves in that sense, we are there. Now when the Muganda is speaking and the Munyankore is seated there, really they are talking the same language. Because at times there is when I say, you talk, you speak direct. Either Munyankore dialect to a Muganda young girl. The Muganda young girl hearing that it's a not Chiganda dialect, you say, Siwulide, that I have not heard what you are saying. But it's simply refusing to understand. It's just an attitude issue. There is one who said, Siwulide yoyogera. So I say, how do you call hearing? He said, Okulira. I said in Runyankore, it's Okulira. So is there a difference? So I am really begging you, come out of the shell of narrowness. And it will make you see things which you are not seeing, but above all, start getting bothered. That we Africans, since we are many and have similar issues, can fight together and be better and be like Europeans, be like Asians. Yesterday I was discussing with my daughter, having listened to somebody who is warning us about wearing imported hair. This person is telling us about some science that this imported hair you put on your original hair, it may distort your genetic composition, because hair doesn't die. So the hair of dead Asians, which you hide who you are. This man was talking about. He said, I also saw, but this man was talking about. He said, I also saw, but what do I do? Because my original hair is very difficult to maintain. I said, but it's yours. How do you get inconvenienced by what you want? No, you see, if I just put on this thing, it's easy, I look better. I say, but you look like hidden, you are not you. You are false. In the process of trying to make life easy, you remember the easy road? Yes. You hide yourself. I would want to see who my daughter is, looking the way God gave her to me, but she hides herself by putting on. And it's not cheap. It's also less convenient, but very expensive, because he pays 150,000. So I said it's less convenient, but very expensive. But also now, medically and biologically, we are noting that it's going to spoil Africans, because dead people's hair is interfering with your genes, and you don't know what that person before the hair was cut off, what he died of. So some of the, you will get diseases of a dead Chinese. I see normally the problem we have in the education system. Some people have now got business interests. the passing of these exams and people making money because I bring people in my school is hindering us from saying, but is this the mission of Africa? That's the problem we have. We start enabling our people to be real human beings. Because at nursery, before nursery, these children are incredible. They are asking questions, they are doing this, they are touching this. And what our system does, stop this, don't do this, don't go here. Eventually the thinking is curtailed. I am pleading guilty, but I am part of the conspiracy because I have not run mad to change this. But as slowly you can hear now in S1, we have introduced a new system. She must be now a beneficiary of a new system. And we are going to mainstream patriotism in whatever everybody learns now.
Asante sana.
But the speed, the time of HSC syllabus is a waste of time. HSC should be foundations for what somebody now wants to specialize in. If I am in science, give me paramedical foundation studies. If I am going to even to be a lawyer, start me on paralegal studies to prepare for the full law studies. There are things which definitely change because economy, science and technology have changed. You will not hang on to the past. People used to live in trees because there was no fire. When they got fire, they heated up the ground and went in caves and left being in the trees. And with more technology, more production, people keep improving. So some of our people, in their confusion, think they can retain the old. You can have the old because of certain values which are cross-generational. But those which can't move with the new generation have to go, they give way. And that's why you have to study political economy. If you are not, then you get lost. That's why you see the leaders of today are educated. Don't just be opportunistic. Call people you can be, you Google. Who is an expert on matters of science? Who is an expert on matters to understand the threats against Africa? So that you keep informed. As a young person, this is the time to get yourself as informed as possible. Because once you become old and disorganized, you will be having no time. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
So I want to thank you. Sorry for delaying you, but as an old man, when I look at you, I want a future that is fully secured. So I am really banking on you. But prepare. You will not be very handy if you are not prepared. And always disabuse those people who are vulgarizing youth. That being youth simply means being right. No. You can have a young person with very old ideas. So it's not about biology, it's about ideology, not biology. You can have an old man with progressive, fresh ideas. You are young, but you are empty. So your biology is not the issue. How handsome is you? Because those are the things you look for. Oh, he's prostate. Can he make us plan for a better way to perform better? Don't look at how the nose looks. Listen. So you learn a slogan. It's not biology, but ideology. Asante sana for God and my country.
Asante sana.
Youth of Purpose. Hello guys.
Hello.
How are you? Let's kindly introduce ourselves and then we get started with our topic of discussion today.
My name is Konsa Raymond from Uganda Matters University.
My name is Janice Nangove from Makerere University Business School. I'm Akelo Meka from Uganda Christian University, Mukono.
I'm Brenda Simwe from Islamic University in Uganda, Females Campus.
Sunyangonzi Magogo from Makerere University, College of Health Science.
Perfect. I hope the ladies are not going to overpower us, only two gents on the show. So starting with you gentlemen, tell us, what have you been able to unlearn and relearn and more ably understand the ideology of patriotism and the kind of different perceptions that you're getting about the ideology?
To be more specific on the ideology of identity, it has helped me actually learn more that I'm actually part of the country. Because we have to participate in everything that goes in the country, and you realize that government is actually on the position. It is participating actively by imparting funds in the industrialization. We have been able to see the lady here from Toke, how they're transforming matoke into making the different products. So you realize we're having very many. We have the Kapeka Industrial Park, we have the Nakawa Industrial Park. So realize government is putting in a lot of efforts so that to be able to eradicate poverty.
So what kind of an ideology is helping you to be able to learn about all that?
The identity, because I'm finding myself being identified with actually the products that are being produced in the country. So I will encourage my fellow youth, my fellow Ugandans to buy more of the Ugandan products because you're supporting the same economy. So, and we have the Buy Uganda, Build Uganda. Yes.
So perfect. You've heard that it's all about the ideologies that help you to understand. By understanding your identity as a Ugandan, you're able to understand that by the way, there are good products that are made in things.
I think just to add on his, I've been able to learn that I can actually create my own products as well. For example, we've seen that Toke industry like improving. I mean, like the youth, we can do a lot. Go in the villages, get chia butter, come and sell, you know, instead of buying the products that already have natural chia butter. I mean, we have these things. We don't have to import them, yet we have them. So we can do a lot. Like I have a lot to play. I have a lot I have a very big part to play in this industry. If you cannot support, then come up with something and people will support you, and we don't have to entirely wait on the government to do everything for us. I mean, we have learned that the government, okay, our parents were educating, they immunized us, they educated us, and now we are also asking them to give us jobs and a better place.
Yes, exactly. So one of the ideologies of patriotism is self-esteem. You being able to appreciate who you are, loving yourself, and again being confident. How has the patriotism training helped you to be able to have self-esteem and respect yourself, love yourself?
Well, that is a very good idea, and I actually love myself, but I've come to appreciate everyone around me, like living on the basis of we're all Ugandans, not associating anyone to like any tribe or anything. We are all one, like we all belong together. So like that togetherness, we have to make it really bond amongst ourselves. Yeah.
So you
like to add on her point for self-togetherness. You get to know that as patriots, we've learned that Ugandans are one actually, with the different ethnic groups. Find that from Baganda to Batoro to Bachiga, Banyankore, words correspond with each other. Though they try to divide themselves according to ethnic groups, at the end of the day, it is one whole thing because they are one. So that's what I've learned, to love yourself. Yes.
So basically, whether you're in Muganda, whether you are the Mucholi, whether you're in Munyoro, whether you're in Nyankole, when you go to the hospital and you're sick, all you need is treatment. When you go to a school, all you need is education. When you're moving, all you need is transport. So you will find that the challenges that do affect us are the same, and that's what we should focus on. People getting the services that they need, but not focusing on the differences. And you can only be able to understand that through the patriotism training. Okay, tell us what you've been able to unlearn and relearn from the patriotism training.
Okay, I've learned to love myself and like love others. Okay, during this training, we're here as different universities. Okay, out there we look at ourselves as different people from different campuses, Makerere, Chambogo, like we think we're different people, but in this training I've realized all the problems we face as campus students are all the same. Yeah, so yeah, it has helped me to interact with different people. Yeah, that's good.
That's amazing. So basically understanding the background of the country, because I know through the patriotism trainings you're able to learn about the history of our country and be able to understand it better and where we are going. How has that helped you to understand better the history of Uganda?
When you look at the history of Uganda, you realize that a lot has happened, and we have had some of this in rumors. But so when you get the people to hear from the people who actually were there, you get to understand how much these people sacrificed for the country to be in the right place where it is. So with the history of the different presidents, with the history of the colonialists, with the missionaries, so you get to appreciate where we are and how far we have moved. Yes.
Perfect. You've heard it from the students from different universities. They are here telling you how they've been able to unlearn and relearn a number of patriotism ideologies, but again be able to understand about their country. That's what the patriotism trainings are all about. They are here at a training in Kazi, and they've learned a number of ideologies which we think they'll be able to go back and share with their fellow students, but again with the people in their communities. Do you have any last remarks that you'd like to have?
We'd like to love the government through the Patriotism Club or Secretariat Corps for giving us this opportunity to learn more about this country where we didn't get the opportunity outside. We really appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay, from the ladies?
Yeah, I would really encourage people to love each other, independent of whichever tribe you come from. Like, it doesn't make any sense. We are all one. We should have that togetherness amongst ourselves. Thank you.
Well, for me, I would like to ask people to seek for facts and information, because it will save you a lot of hassles. You know, sometimes we are just judgmental based on the rumors and the things that we think we know, but when you find out facts, you're going to be at peace. Yeah.
Okay, me, I would just love to appreciate the government for organizing this program for us, the youth, and then I would encourage more people to come and join. You come and learn more about your country. And then also I've learned a lot. Many people out there are being misinformed, because I came here had a lot of wrong information, but I've learned a lot.
So the trainings are kind of a fact checker for you people. You'll be able to understand the real facts. Yes,
I would like to appreciate the government for this program, because we wouldn't be able to learn about all these facts if it weren't for that initiative. I'd also like to encourage people out there, especially the youth. The youth attitude towards work is a bit low. So I'd like to encourage them to not only be assertive on white-collar jobs. Blue-collar jobs also work perfectly for improving our economy. So if the youth would have a positive attitude on work, it would be a great deal for the country.
All right, you've heard it right from them. We'll be right back. Youth of Purpose. All right, so having something hands-on and being able to do something from your mind and using your hands and being able to earn is one thing that we've learned from the pandemic of COVID-19. Throughout the lockdown, the people who had skills to be able to make things using their hands, they've benefited better, and it's the reason that we're giving you an opportunity to learn a skill on this show. So let's go in for today's skill. I hope it will help you to become a better person.
I'm called Muzune Eugenio Sawaldspark. Today I'm going to take you through chalk making. Chalk making, it is easy, very simple, and you can earn money out of it as we are earning. So these are some of the materials which we need when we are making chalk. We need chalk molder. We need POP, which is plaster of Paris. It is in powder form. We need a mingling stick. We need anything that will make comfortable when you are powering into the motor. Here, this one, we can use it when we are measuring the water and the POP, the quantities. Then we need also water. We have here water in this saucepan. In case you want to make colored chalks, you can as well as use the color of your choice if you want. So what we do, we get our cooking oil, we smear into this machine. We simply do this for the easy removal. When you are removing candle or chalks, it will be easy. So we do like this one. Yeah, the reason why we prepare this machine first. So we have finished preparing our machine. So we are going to the mixing. So how do we mix? We use ratios 1 to 1. If it is a kilogram or 1 kilogram of POP, we use 1 liter. It goes with ratios 1 to 1, as we are going to see. Plaster of Paris. So I'm going to use, since it is ratio to ratio, I'm going to use a half liter because I have used a half kg of POP. Okay, after like 10 to 15 minutes, we believe that our chalks are now dry. So let us see, let us unfold the machine and see how they are. So after unfolding, you remove them, you put somewhere on the sunshine. For them, they dry sunshine. You put on the sunshine, they dry. After drying, you pack them.
So I believe you have been able to learn from their experiences, and you too, I hope your mindset is going to be able to change. This show is proudly sponsored by the National Secretariat for Patriotism Corps, Office of the President, under the theme Uganda First. My name is Ivan Tumukunde. I keep reminding you that love Uganda and love yourself in all that you do. See you next time.
Youth of Purpose, brought to you by Uganda First.